Okay, we're gonna show you about changing the oil in your 97 F350 Powerstroke. We got oil, filter, and fuel filter. We forgot the air filter, so we're just gonna pull it out, blow it out, go from air on it. But we're gonna change the oil. Okay, these Powerstrokes take about 14 quarts roughly. So we got 4 gallon, 16 quarts of the Rotella 15W40. We got us a microgard fuel filter and a Motorcraft oil filter. I always like to use the Motorcraft oil filters on Ford. Anyway, and I like the Rotella oil. It's hard to beat Rotella in my opinion. Maybe the Ford Motorcraft oil, but I like the Rotella. Jamie's got his tool set out. Got him a new trusty drain pan, whatever he done with it. It's under the truck already. Let's drain some. We're gonna go ahead and take our air filter out and blow it out. Try to pick us up one another day. This thing is overdue for an oil change. Not by mileage, but just by sitting. And these dusty roads, you can tell that oil filter, air filter needs blowed out. Smaller. Okay, so Jamie's fixed our draining oil. 3/4 socket to pull the plug out. It's got him a new drain pan from where'd you get that at? Walmart?
Yeah.
In Walmart in the oil section. It's supposed to hold up to, what, 16 quarts?
Huh?
16 quart?
What's up?
16 quart pan, so it'll hold all this oil barely.
Watch this.
You got your cap out of your tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mosquitoes flying in my ears.
Don't drop the plug in it.
I'm not. Don't touch it.
No, you ain't. The master oil changer here. We definitely got to worry about no 30 minutes or less at Jiffy Lube employment in the future. Ah, look at it, got his fingers all black. I say it's definitely time for changing.
I don't think she's very level.
Yeah, it's working. All right, we're gonna let this drain. Get ready to see if we can get that oil filter off. We'll let this drain first, we can put the plug back in, then we'll pull the oil filter off. Okay, so Jameson's under there pulling the old oil filter off. We're gonna go ahead and, if I can do this left-handed here, pour just a little bit of oil in this one. We're not gonna fill it plumb full, because these things are heavy full of oil. I'm trying to tighten them up and everything. We don't want it spilling out. Of course, I'm spilling it all over. We're gonna pour about halfway, let it soak in good, then take a little bit and wet our seal. That helps them seals not stick. Then we're gonna slide it up under there and let him put it on. And like I said, when I'm doing Ford, I use a Ford Motorcraft filter. I don't care if it's the old blue truck here, old 99 over there, whatever, I use a Ford filter. Okay, we'll give you an underview. Right here's your oil filter, right here on the side. Your oil plug right there on the bottom of the oil pan. And like I said, the oil filter, we got the new one on. Now we're gonna slide out for the... Okay, Jameson's gonna pull the fuel filter out. He done got it loose. It's been a long time since I had one of these. Really bad, really, that's been this long. We're gonna check it out and see how bad a shape it's in. Woo, yeah. That thing needed changed a long time ago. You know that cartridge there, that paper filter, should be white. There's also a little drain on these things. I can't see it right in here. You open that up and it drains that settlement bowl out and lets any old water or anything down there in the bottom drain out. So we're gonna drain that, change the filter. We'll show you the new one going in. Okay, you can see the new fuel filter here, how much better it looks. We're gonna pull this old gasket off, set the new one down in there, and screw the new fuel filter in. Well, that should have been changed a long time ago. I'm gonna blame it on Jameson. He's drove it the last 5,000 miles, so he should have knew to put one on it. We're gonna tighten this up, fill it up with oil, fire it up. Okay, Jameson's pouring oil in. I'm gonna put the air filter back in. We definitely need a new air filter. We blowed this one out. It's pretty dusty. He's gonna pick one up later, so we're just gonna go ahead and stick this in for right now till they can get over at the parts store and get him one. I said he's gonna pour in 3 gallons, and then we're gonna check it at the dipstick, see what it shows. If it still shows low, we'll add a little bit more, and then we'll crank it, and then we'll check it again. Okay, we're going in with number 3. It's kind of a slow pour. He just about got it in there. Like I said, then we'll check it, see what it reads, then go from there. Like I said, I think it hold about 14, 13.9 if you look it up. So we're gonna pour these 3 in there, which would be 12 quarts, and see what it shows on the stick. Okay, that put it right up there to the add mark. So Jameson's fixing to crank it up. Watch his oil pressure gauge, make sure it builds up. Hear that Powerstroke. Oil pressure gauge go up. Oil pressure gauge's up. We're gonna let it run just a second. Then we're gonna check our oil. All right, let's check it. I'm gonna pull the dipstick out. See what she shows. Here's your rag so you can wipe her off. All right, so right there is our add, which is add mark is, I can't remember what add mark is on this, 2 quarts, I think. Yeah. Right. So we're about right here, so we're gonna be close to a whole nother. Might as well put half of that gallon in, then check it, then we'll go from there. So we're gonna pour about 3 quarts of this one in, and then pull it out and check it again. Well, we're gonna sit here and watch all this. So we'll get 3 quarts in, then we'll check it again. We got about a quart left in the jug, maybe a little, yeah, about a quart left. And we're right there. You can't see it good on the camera, but we're right there close to the full mark. So we're gonna call it about right there. And now we're gonna put the cap back on, fire it up, let it run a minute, make sure that fuel filter is not leaking or the oil filter not leaking, and then we'll show you what we've paid for everything. Plus the vent cap had plastic over it that we had to knock a hole through. But we're gonna take us a drill bit, and we're gonna drill them 2 drain holes out there just a little bit bigger so the oil will go in a lot faster. Because it was coming out of that motor way faster than it was going in them holes. So check that out if you get you one of these. Okay, so we got the oil changed in the F350. All right, here's a little breakdown of how much it costs to change the oil. Fuel filter was $20.85. The oil drain pan, necessarily don't have to have, but we didn't really have one big enough to hold 4 gallons of oil. It was $14.17. It was from Walmart. The FL 1995 filter from Walmart was $27.88. That's one oil filter, $27.88. 4 gallons of the 15W40 Rotella, $15.98 a gallon times 4 equals $63.92. So that brought a total of $126.82. Now, if you take off the oil pan, say you don't need it, that'll get you to $112.65. Now, we didn't pick up the air filter, so we want to get one of those. He's supposed to pick it up tomorrow. That's $21.99. So that makes you $134.64 to change the oil filter, air filter, and fuel filter in a 1997 7.3 Powerstroke. And if you do decide to get the pan, you're looking at $150 just to change the oil. But the good thing about a diesel, you don't have to change it as often as a car. But still, $150 to change the oil in the afternoon. 256 Garage out.